to a little video about my August. I used to make these monthly scrapbook videos every month last year, and I made them up until like November or December because they were like some particularly bad months in my life and I just didn't want to talk about it. But I've kind of missed them sometimes when I do have things I wanted to chat about. So yes, I might make these occasionally when I wish to. I thought it might be nice to do August as well because last year my August vlog was like quite a depressing one. I think it was called August Sucked or something. I spoke a bit in the video about why I was feeling quite down, but I didn't tell you everything that was going on. It's quite nice, I guess, just like seeing a year later that I'm here, I've survived, and that some of those exact problems are not problems anymore. I have new problems now. It's kind of encouraging in a way, just seeing myself a year later after knowing how bad I felt then. But here I am, I did it. Go me. Ugh. I'm off to meet Alex right now with wet hair. I didn't time all this very well. Wash my hair just before I've got to go out. I just hope people can tell that it's wet because I've washed it and I'm not just like really greasy and haven't washed my hair in 10 years. I'm meeting Alex where he works and then we're walking to the doctor's together and we're having a little appointment about mental health. This time last year, I remember where we were at. Fast forwarding a year to right now, we're still having mental health issues. There's still a lot of stuff going on that, you know, we're trying to deal with together, and it's not always happy off camera, it's not always fun, but how we handle it and how we deal with it, I think has changed. It is going to be a sort of lifelong thing of learning how to take care of ourselves and stay on top of it and be aware of ourselves and our own little triggers and habits and things like that, and it's just about learning to manage it, like learning to use software. I'm learning about how my brain runs and I need to, like, you know, just take steps to look after it. Anyway, I'm off now. I'm gonna stop rambling. If you watched my recent mental health chit chat video, you might remember at the end I told you I was going to Edinburgh on my own. Well, that has come and gone and I did it. I travelled on my own, the furthest I've ever travelled on my own. So I went with Lush. They were doing a tour around lots of different cities showing off the new fragrances. Lush very kindly sorted out my travel to go up there. They'd booked me amazing seats. So I was like, right, seats, booked, sitting somewhere awesome. That's a whole load off my mind. It's something I don't have to worry about. Also, I thought, I won't go on about this for too long, but I just have to tell you because it was just madness. On the way back, they basically, long story short, combined 2 trains full of people that had booked specific seats. So all hell was breaking loose. People were arguing over these seats they'd paid for, and technically both of them had paid for them. There were people sitting on people like in protest because they wanted that seat. It was like very polite English carnage, and I felt so on edge the whole time because I was just waiting for someone to come and manhandle me out of my seat, and like arguments were starting around me and stuff, and I was like But fortunately I was sat with a bunch of Australian people who just happened to all be Australian. There's an Australian couple and an Australian lady. We got chatting and it was actually really nice being with them. Their accents calmed me down quite a bit, I think. I love their accents. But they were really lovely people. We were shown around by Simon and Hal, who made the perfumes. The gallery was made beautifully. They had all these little installations inspired by what inspired the fragrances. Some of them were things we could like go inside. One of them was a silent disco. One of them inspired by his grandmother. There was like a phone you could pick up and hear her voice on the other end. They had a recording of her. It was just so detailed and so beautiful, and I was just blown away by like the thought put into all of these fragrances. Being right there and hearing the people that made them tell us about the people they met and the places they went that inspired it and stuff, and their family and their lives, and it's all just a beautiful concoction that results in a fantastic smell. We got to pick 3 of the new fragrances that we could take home with us, and it was a very tough decision. I think I was the last person to be ready with my decisions, and these are the 3 that I chose. I got Amelie May, What Would Love Do, and Self-Esteem Machine. Amelie May was inspired by Simon's daughter, and in the gallery they had like a little kitchen area with like Play-Doh and some toys. Also in that area they showed us a scent called I'm Home, and I really love that one. I nearly chose that instead of Amelie May. I don't have massive faith in myself accurately describing scents, so if you can, sniff these for yourself, don't just take my word for it. Amelie May smells really cute and sweet and floral and warm and pretty to me. Amelie May is the one I've been wearing the least, to be honest, not because I don't like it, but because this bubby is my favourite. I've been spraying this on myself before I go to bed, and I feel really bad when I do it because I'm like, this is a waste. This is a waste of a good perfume. But I just love it so much, and I want to be enveloped in it and smell it as I'm going to sleep. What Would Love Do was inspired by Hal's partner that he met at a Lush spa. To me, this smells warm and vanilla-y, but with this kind of muskiness as well. And it's just like mystical almost. I'm thinking of like a mystical aesthetic, and if that aesthetic had a smell, it would be this. I don't know, does that make any sense? It smells great, basically. Self-Esteem Machine I chose for Alex. I just had this vision in my head that he should smell like this. This is beautiful and sweet, but it also has this like zesty, fiery little like getting ready for a night out sort of vibe to it. In case you don't know, Alex is my partner, and Alex's sense of smell does not function. So he just trusted me completely and has started using this as his everyday fragrance. It's a bit more intense when you spray yourself with these. It's a bit more of like a shower. This is probably going to be a long video, isn't it? I just did basically a whole Lush video within this video. Do you remember if you watched my holiday video called Louis Leaves in Lou? I went to Cornwall and I went to a monkey sanctuary, and I said, I would love to be a monkey ambassador. I want to help the monkeys. Well, guess what? I'm officially a monkey ambassador. And it was really easy. I just sent them an email, basically, and they put me in their database. And I have some plans to raise money and get Team Bean involved. I have some ideas for things we can do. I also would like to raise money for people affected by Hurricane Harvey. I will explain all that in a video soon. Speaking of America, you had the eclipse, and I'm very jealous. Even though I didn't get to see it, seeing other people see it and their reaction and everything was just really nice. It made me really happy. I love just things that sort of unite everyone as monkeys on a space rock. Things that, you know, are so much bigger than us that you just have to stop and go, wow, the universe is so vast and we are so tiny. We should really be nicer to each other. I just thought it was beautiful and emotional in a big planety sort of way. The best thing by far to happen, I was gonna say in August, but I'm just realising it might have been this month. Oops, oh well, whatever. The best thing by far to happen recently was my mum got engaged and I was part of the proposal, and it was so fun. You've probably seen my mum and her partner Chris around in my vlogs a little bit. I feel like sometimes I can be quite the overprotective parent with my mum. I hope this doesn't sound bad at all, but Chris is the first person that I think deserves my mum. They're both so lovely and so kind and so silly. They both make me laugh all the time. It was really nice to be involved in the proposal. Chris had like sneakily messaged me and asked for my help. I feel like crap today. I woke up with like a spot in the worst place, like along here, you know, and it's so sore and it's just like, ugh. But ignoring my face, today's gonna be exciting because I'm helping out with a secret proposal for my mum. He's gonna do a Love Actually style proposal with the cards, because my mum will totally love that. They're coming over today, they'll be here soon, and I've asked them if they'll go on a walk with me. Chris has already written everything on the cards that he wants to like hold up. He's bringing his cards over, sandwiched between 2 blank cards, and we're pretending they're for me, and then they're gonna pop out again and I'm gonna pretend I'm getting these cards ready for my video that I want them to be in. And I told my mum it's about rats, and I'm gonna get them to hold up like signs about ratties or something, but I'm not gonna actually tell her what it's gonna say. I'll just tell her it'll be a surprise, because this is the perfect way to be able to get it on film as well. Obviously I can pretend it's for a video, and then I'll be filming. I'll say to Chris, will you go first, will you hold these cards, and then he'll take a couple down and it'll eventually turn into, you know, the ones that he's written. They're here. Oh, okay. Alex is gonna inconspicuously start filming my mum from another angle. I'm not quite sure why, but Alex has got the ring to keep hold of. Chris snuck him the ring. And now you've got to try and sneak it back. I don't quite understand why, but you are the ring bearer. Ooh.
So, have I got to chuck this in Mount Doom?
Okay, I'm ready to go when you are. Do your woo, Alex, you're a good wooer. Woo! I was taking some photographs afterwards of them together and of the ring and everything. We had like a immediate photo shoot after the proposal. And as they were stood there and I was taking this picture, this literally a beam of light from the heavens just came down on them both.
Oh, there's like a beam of light in between you. That looks really good.
Yeah. Oh. God bless you to see him. It was lovely and it was really nice to be involved. Me and Alex both got like quite emotional behind the camera, but because we have the cameras obviously they're right next to our faces, we were trying to hold it back because we didn't want the footage to be covered with the sound of us like, oh, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna wrap this up now. This has probably been a really long video. I can't believe it's September. Like, what happened? I think it's the eclipse. I don't really believe I've lived the whole way through this year and it's suddenly September. The aliens snuck in under the cover of the eclipse and did some time magic. And here we are. Just a quick shout out and thank you once again to my $30 patrons, Lauren Kaya, Kirsty McDonald and Maya. Your names are embedded in my brain forever. I'm really excited about the $15 rewards that I'll be sending out very soon. I've made a temporary tattoo sticker sheet and a little greetings card that I designed myself, and I'm gonna write a little something in there for everyone. And hopefully all the printing goes to plan and everything, but I'm very excited about them. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to you for watching. Thank you to Lush for the perfumes. And thank you to Chris for making my mum happy. Thank you to the eclipse for putting my life into perspective. I felt like a tiny monkey on a big rock. What am I doing? Right, that's the end. Bye.